You alright everyone? Well, as you can see, I'm in the allotment shed. Reason being, I was working in the cemetery right next door to the plot, and because it's so windy up here in the northeast, I had to come to the plot to check the polytunnels, check the greenhouse, everything. So I came over, had a look, everything's absolutely fine. Checked a few of my neighbours, no problems there at all. So I thought, well, what can I do while I'm here? I thought, first things first, put the kettle on. So on went the kettle. Secondly, clean the fire out and set the fire away. It's lovely and warm in here. Then I thought, right, what else can I do? I thought, oh, the giant onion seeds what Dave gave us. I've set 6 pots away, and I put 2 seeds in each pot. I've set them away. Some people might say it's too early. Now, quite honestly, I don't know. A lot of people like to sow their seeds on Boxing Day, but with these being giant heavy ones, it could be totally different. Dave says they should have been done a few weeks ago. So I'm trying them and see what happens. And I've got loads of other seeds off Dave as well, you know. I'm looking at some of the pictures that's on the packet. And like pumpkins and marrows, they look absolutely huge. So I'm dying to get them planted. And the sunflower seeds, cucumber seeds. Also, I got some seeds delivered this morning from Grown Local. And also, I've got a set of seeds coming from Grown Local as well. I thought I would have had them today. It's for the Pottymouth Garden Club for the Boxing Day onion sowing. They haven't arrived yet, but I have got plenty of onion seeds, eels and things like that. So if the other seeds from Grown Local don't arrive, I've got plenty of seeds to be getting on with that I can sow to enter this little friendly competition. I didn't know if I've mentioned it, but I'm thinking of adding a radiator through into the greenhouse there. And basically, because my log burner hasn't got a water jacket to heat the water, I'm going to have to do it by what they call thermosiphoning. And basically, it's copper tubing, and it's spiraled around the flue here. Then obviously it'll pass from there through the side of the shed wall here straight into the greenhouse, where I'll have to have some sort of header tank to hold water, and then I'll put the radiator. So basically they're just going to all interconnect, and thermosiphoning is the cold water will enter on the bottom part of the pipe. As the water heats in the pipe, the water will rise. The hot water will then come out the top part of the pipe and go to the radiator. Then you have the other pipe comes out the other side of the radiator, and it'll come straight back to the water reservoir, the header tank, and then another pipe from there back to the copper pipe in here. So basically it's just a circle, that's all it is, circle, and it's just going to be cold water turning hot, and it's just going to be travelling from the pipe to the radiator, back to the header tank, to the pipe, and it's just going to be a circle. So as well as creating warmth from the radiator, whatever the header tank is, whether it be a blue barrel, whether it be a proper steel tank, whatever, that's going to hold hot water. So there's added heat as well. So that's quite good. If I had a log burner with a water jacket, or like the old-fashioned park raise, basically I could have used that to run a couple of radiators. One in the greenhouse, one in the tomato room. And what I could have done with that was install a thermostat, like what you would have in your home with your central heating. Obviously, yes, you need electricity for it. Solar panel. I could have installed a solar panel. Or another easier alternative, I've got a little inverter and it plugs into your cigarette lighter in your car, and it gives you a 3-pin plug and it runs little items. I've got that, so in effect I could actually wire that direct to the car battery and wire the thermostat into the other end, a 3-pin plug, where it transforms 12 volt into 240 or whatever voltage the thermostat does, and that way I could actually regulate the heat. But unfortunately I haven't got a water jacket, and thermosiphoning is the only way I've been able to find to make some form of heat, apart from maybe if I welded some sort of jacket maybe onto the flue, because the log burner itself is cast, so you can't really weld of it. People do, but it's not a really good weld. It can become brittle and break off. So with the flue being steel, I could weld a jacket onto that. You know, that would heat it up and have pipes just coming straight off that. But it's a lot of hard work. It means I've either got to take the flue out, take it to make a jacket, fit it, weld it up, cut a section out, or I've got to hire a generator or borrow a generator, bring that down here along with my arc welder, and then fabricate it all here. So it's a bit of a clog on the copper pipe, makes it simpler. You know, it won't take as long to do, because you can basically use anything you want as a header tank. Just storage for water, basically. You know, you can use like the 5-gallon drums. You could use one of them and just hang it up a height. You know, so there's lots of options available, but that's the way I think I'm moving forward to put heat into the greenhouse. For all it gets warm in the shed, it'll take the chill off through the greenhouse, but when we had the ice and snow, it was still quite cold in there, and when you got right to the far end in the tomato room, it was really cold in there still. You know, not enough heat goes through to keep the chill out of the tomato room. And that was even when I was filling it up with coke, what I call coke, smokeless fuel. So that is one of my projects. I've got plenty of drawings of it, but as I say, I've got final bits of tweaking and things like that, because I don't want to just put it together and it looks a rubbish job. You know, I took my time working out how to install this, where through the roof, and so it didn't look old and rusty and because of water coming in. So obviously I want to make a nice job of putting some form of heating. Well, see, central heating actually, if it's having a radiator. There's a diagram showing the log burner, the water tank, the radiator, and then showing how it's connected. Copper tubing bent around the flue of the fire. The bottom of the copper pipe goes to your water tank. The top of the copper pipe goes back into your water tank. Just below the highest return mark on the pipe, on the tank, sorry, you add another pipe which goes directly to the radiator. From the other side of the radiator, you have the pipe that returns back to the tank. So basically you've got water coming from the tank through round the coils. It's cold, it's heating up with the heat of the flue. It comes back along here, drops into the tank where it's warming up and starting to get hotter. As it reaches this level, the water will then go to the radiator. It'll start to fill the radiator with warm water, which will obviously get hotter as that heats up, but then it'll return back to the tank. So basically it's just basically a circle. So I don't know if you can read that. But that's the plan anyway. Whether it works out, I can't see any reason why it won't. Anyway, I just wanted to make this video just to say Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope you have a fantastic time. I hope you have a fantastic 2024. Happy gardening, everyone. Bye bye.